No matter who you are or where you come from, the things parents and kids do are all the same, and it's all very funny. Well, just ask Jobrani. He's at the Comedy Works downtown tonight through Saturday.
Maz, it's so awesome to have you on the show. I'm so excited.
I'm excited to be on the show. How are you?
I'm doing well, and I'm stoked because you and I have some similar roots. I was laughing so hard at the clips on your website because it so reminded me of my childhood. I remember growing up with like ta'adig and gomez sabzi. My mom would make all those foods, and then I would yell mandusa daram to my grandmother every time I wanted to tell her I love her. Am I super making a fool of myself? Are those all correct?
No, you're killing it. You're killing it. You learned some words. You know, I was born in Iran, and my wife was born in India, and I have been trying to teach my kids some Persian. And so anybody who speaks any Persian has a place in my heart. So thank you for using the words that you did. Duset daram, for anybody watching, means I like you, but it's also how you say I love you. Duset daram.
Perfect. I'm happy we're giving everybody a lesson too. I want to talk about your latest special, I Come in Peace. It's so funny. You say kids ruin you. You have to explain here.
Well, I Come in Peace was actually a few specials back. I've had a few specials since. I've been busier than you can imagine. My latest special is called Pandemic Warrior, which is on Peacock TV. Quick plug. Okay. But a lot of the themes I talk about, and that's why, you know, at my shows, I think people that come out that have young kids totally get what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I talk about, you know, the way the world is as a modern parent. For example, like when I talk about this, when I was a kid, I used to have to play with the kids of my parents' friends. Now I have to play with the parents of my kids' friends. They run the world now. So it's all flipped over. And so it's an interesting world we're living in. And especially now, you know, anybody who had kids during the lockdown under the pandemic, I talk about how they took over the house with the Zooming and the booming and the gooming. And it was like, I don't know how other people are that are watching this, but when my kids were on lockdown at the house, I mean, I felt like I used to have a family. But then once the lockdown happened, I would walk out in the living room and it looked like an internet startup company, different person in every corner, just typing away on the computers. I was like, what happened to my life? What happened to my life? But, you know, now, thank God, we're starting to come out of it.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm so ready to be done already. I have to talk to you too about the Denver audiences because you're going to be in Denver. This is so exciting for us. What do you think about the audiences here? Do you feel like you get a good representation in Denver?
Denver audiences definitely have better endurance because you're higher elevation. So they breathe better. I love the breathing they do. They tend to be able to laugh longer. It's amazing. I think all audiences should train in Denver and then come to the other cities, and they'd all be better audiences. Jokes aside, I love Denver. I've really enjoyed Denver every time I've come out. It's been a diverse audience. It's been, you know, every background and ethnicity, white, black, Asian, Persian, Arab, Indian, Pakistani. It feels like a United Nations in the middle of Denver. I love Denver. And by the way, the other thing I got to say about Denver, this whole, like, now that everyone's like legalizing marijuana, et cetera, I will say this about Denver. One of the first times when it had become legal in Colorado, I remember coming there, and I just come from, I think, Arizona, where it was not legal yet. And I came out of a club after one of my shows in Arizona, and the energy on the streets of all these drunk people was so aggressive. And I was like, oh my God, there's going to be a fight here in Arizona. And a week later, I went to Denver, and this was, again, early on when you guys first legalized it. Yeah. I came out of the club. I swear, I'm not making this up. The streets felt like just love and peace. And everyone was just, I go, my God, this legalizing marijuana thing. They're onto something. So big ups to Denver and Colorado.
Well, I'm happy you enjoy coming here because we enjoy having you. That's so awesome. I have to ask you too, what got you into comedy in the first place?
I got into comedy in the first place as a big fan of Eddie Murphy's. So again, anybody who has got immigrant parents knows, and I don't care what kind of immigrant you are, but most immigrant parents want your kids to be lawyer, doctor, engineer. You got to make the family proud. We have a family name. Do not disgrace us. Matter of fact, when I first started doing stand-up comedy, I was a disappointment to my father. I was a disappointment to my mother. I was a disappointment to the entire community. I'm not kidding. I'd go into parties. I could hear them talk. As soon as we'd enter, they'd be like, oh my God, that's Jobrani's son. Did you hear? He's almost a drug dealer. That's what this was to them. So I was able to get through it, and now I'm still telling jokes 20-something years later.
Maz, I love it. I love it so much. You know what? We're happy. I'm so happy that, even if it disappointed your parents, we're really, really excited that you're doing it now. So, hey, merci. Thank you so much. And Chodafez, right?
Chodafez, you're doing very well. And I will do my limited Hebrew. Baruch atah, shalom.
Good job. Oh goodness, you're also so close. I'll go ahead and expect more Hebrew from you next time, and I'll get more Farsi and Persian for you too.
Absolutely. Look forward to seeing you guys.
All right, and don't miss Maz Jobrani live and in person at the Comedy Works downtown October 7th through the 9th. Learn more about showtimes and get tickets online right now, comedyworks.com.